Yeah, Goodreads is fun. I like Goodreads. The only problem with Goodreads, on top of like the app like dying every other day, the app just dies. But also, you can't just like you can't put half stars. I'm like, why not though? If a book's a 2.5, I don't want to write 2.5 on the actual thing. I don't know, because it kind of feels like I'm forcing this book that's kind of not good to be like seen as good. I don't know. Also, man, there's like so much. I don't know, not so much. I remember I read this book, and I'm not gonna lie to you, like the art in the cover bugged me so much. It looked like AI art, and it really just bugged the hell out of me the entire time I read the book. I would love to like facilitate, or at least like really hope that like romance authors, or like romance authors in general, like hire artists, like hire like drawn art, like digital artists to like make covers. Like I'm getting sick of this like Photoshop garbage. Okay, like they'll post on Instagram like these like amazing pieces of art that properly represent the characters, and then you look at the cover of the actual book, and it's just like this like ooh, it's like so gross. I really want people to like hire like drawn artists and just have them like pay them to do the covers. And it is not even, and like usually you could say, oh, it's the publishing company. No, bro, a lot of these like indie authors get the most disgusting covers done either by themselves, or they hire some guy or something, or someone. Like this is, I'm gonna Sarah, I'm gonna show you later after the stream. There's like this book I read, and the cover is literally AI art. There's no way to convince me that it's not AI art, and it's like it annoys me because I'm like, you could like, because like if you're I don't know, it just I hate like those like really garbage covers. I feel like the authors to an extent understand this, because whenever you see on TikTok when they post their book, it's never the actual cover. It's just like somebody's fan art that drew their book and whatever. And oh man, this monster looks really cool. This romance sounds interesting. You go on Amazon and it's like the most nasty cover. And you're like, ugh, I feel like I'm being catfished here. Like, come on. Or if you're gonna release a book, or if you like, if I think like a year later, some authors get an artist to like do a new cover, and they don't update it on Amazon. So like you're like, wow, look at this really cool cover. Yeah, no, right? Like look at this really cool cover, and you go on Amazon and it's like this like disgusting like Photoshop job, and you're like, oh, that's not fair. Like, why are you like? I feel like I'm being catfished again. I just don't like that. Respectfully, of course, respectfully. Like, of course, it's the legal stuff. You just talk about like, oh, like, do you get does the author get royalties? Does the author does the author revoke the right to get like royalties or whatever? But I at the same time though, I'm just like, I feel like that's a way better option than dealing with garbage covers. Respectfully, of course. I feel like at that point, like, I feel like a lot of creators have creator friends. Like, come on, like, ask your friends out. Like, hey man, like, can you like, can you like work out a deal or something? I don't know, like you don't have to go on like Twitter or Blue Sky or Tumblr. I mean, I feel like if you're a writer, I feel like writers have artist friends. You know, not like graphic designers and passion, but like, you know, people who, you know, draw on tablets or draw on traditional art, and you can just like work together and like make some really cool stuff. Cause I had to start reading some romance books because at some point the plot just became too similar, and not in a fun way. I feel like romance. I feel like I want like a meaty plot for romance. I want a meaty plot, where I'm like vibing with the characters and like getting sold on the romance, and not just it's like skipping steps and not actually taking the time to dedicate it. But then again, when you like, it's like 300 pages, and it's like you're like dedicating 140 pages, and then after like 150 pages, then they start liking each other. You're like, oh no, it's like half of the book already. But I don't know what I want sometimes. I want a good book. We're playing web fishing. I'm yapping about books. I don't know. I have your books that you recommended to me, Sarah. They're still on my Amazon wish list. I think I have one of your the books you recommended on my Kindle app, like sitting there waiting for the day I choose to read it. Is one of the space ones you recommended to me, the space romance. We're writing a gay romance book. Cool. That's awesome. We need more gay romance novels. 1000%. I also want like I kind of want to like find them like non-binary. I think like TJ Klune's the Wolfheart books have like non-binary characters, which is cool. I definitely want to see more non-binary trans like romance novels in the wild. I've read a couple. Like I think I've read 2 that are trans / non-binary, and they're I think one was really good, and one was just I wasn't a huge fan. But yeah, I mean, they probably exist for sure. I just haven't. Unfortunately, the meta hasn't been on my side here, so I haven't been able to find like trans or non-binary romance novels. But yeah, everyone like read some more stuff like sapphic stuff. That's cool. We should gotta go around the world here. Like I'm always on the search for like the next best thing in regards to like art.